Horrific details coming from Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister after a father admits to shooting his own two young children.
He said that it was an accident, that he accidentally shot his son. But you don't accidentally shoot your children 3 to 4 times in the head.
That father now facing murder charges after one of the children died and another one is fighting for his life tonight at Tampa General Hospital.
And that's where we find ABC Action News reporter Vanessa Ariza. Vanessa, do we know what led up to this shooting or why this dad would do this?
Right. Good evening to you, Wendy and Jameson. That is one question that so many of us have tonight. Sheriff Chad Chronister saying that father did not say much after he was read his Miranda rights, only saying that this was an accident. Now, we looked into that father's background. There is no criminal history. And in fact, there's no domestic violence reported. So there are so many questions that remain tonight. This was the scene at Armature Gate Townhomes Monday night. Caution tape hugging a number of units as deputies worked to determine why a father would shoot his 5-year-old little girl and 8-year-old son while they were going to sleep in their bunk beds.
I hope that this individual feels the full weight of the criminal justice system and never sees the light of day.
The shooting happened around 10:30 Monday night. Sheriff Chad Chronister said the child's mother had just gotten home, kissed her 2 children goodnight, and went to use the restroom.
While she's going to the bathroom, she hears several gunshots. She initially believed that the gunshots happened right outside her residence.
Out of fear, he says she ran outside where she was met with a neighbor who was already on the phone with 911.
She takes over the phone call and starts talking to our 911 dispatcher. As that phone call's occurring, the husband, the children's father, walks outside carrying the 8-year-old son, saying, "Call for help, call for help, call for help."
When first responders arrived, Chronister said they met the dad, 30-year-old Jermaine Bass, inside of his home. We're choosing to show his mugshot due to the severity of this case.
The husband says, my 5-year-old daughter's upstairs sleeping. Deputies go upstairs only to make the gruesome discovery that there's a 5-year-old laying in a top bunk, laying in a pool of her own blood.
The little girl had 2 to 3 gunshot wounds to the head. Chronister says those are the same injuries as her brother.
Shock.
Sashania de Cordova didn't hear the gunshots, but watched as first responders carried the children out of their home.
The little girl was on the guy was carrying her in his arms, and the little boy was on the stretcher.
What struck her as odd, as did with other neighbors who we spoke with, is the emotion of the father, saying there was none.
The mom was outside. She was crying, asking about her kids. Her kids, they had her here for a while. He was calm. He seemed calm to me. We were all the way down here, and he was a few feet down there, but he seemed calm. The mom was hysterical, but he seemed rather calm. I didn't hear his voice, nothing.
Bass remains in the Hillsborough County Jail tonight with no bond and a number of charges attached to his name. He will have a first appearance in court tomorrow morning. We will be there. Now, as for his 8-year-old son, he remains here at Tampa General Hospital tonight in critical condition. Live in Tampa, Vanessa Ariza.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy JMO coming back in again with another episode of Just In News. And today we're going to be covering a very sad and unfortunate story that had took place this past week. And with that being said, I'd like to go ahead and send out our prayers, condolences, and healing energy to the children, the family, and friends in this tragic situation. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay updated with any future videos that we're going to drop on the channel. Again, thank you for all the likes, comment, and support. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Again, I would like to say rest in peace to the 5-year-old daughter who had passed away. Sending condolences, prayers, and healing energy to the son, mother, family, and friends in this tragic situation. In Hillsborough County, Florida, a father is facing a first-degree murder charge after authorities said he shot and killed his 5-year-old daughter and also shot his 8-year-old son in Tampa on Monday night. The Florida dad is accused of shooting his 2 children in the head as they were going to bed. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister, appearing visibly shaken, called the Monday night shootings not only tragic but extremely disturbing during a press conference the next morning. At Armature Gate Townhomes around 10:30 p.m., the mother of the 5-year-old girl and the 8-year-old brother arrived back at her home in Tampa, Florida, the home that she shares with her husband. She made it just back in time to kiss her kids goodnight. Her 5-year-old daughter giggles because she's trying to pretend that she's already asleep, Chronister said. After kissing both her kids, who authorities have not publicly identified, the mother allegedly left them in the room with their father, 30-year-old Jermaine Bass, while she went to the bathroom. Moments later, she told investigators that the sound of gunfire rang out, and she fled outside fearing for her safety. The children's father walks outside carrying the 8-year-old son, saying, "Call for help," said Cronister. The mother and the neighbor called 911. When authorities arrived, they saw the father in the family room cradling the 8-year-old son, saying it was an accident, the sheriff said. Deputies go upstairs only to make the gruesome discovery that there's a 5-year-old laying in the top bunk, laying in a pool of her own blood, he added. Like her brother, she is shot 2 to 3 times in her head. At the hospital, the little girl was pronounced dead, while Cronister said the boy remains in critical condition fighting for his life. I hope that this individual feels the full weight of the criminal justice system and never sees the light of day where he can ever be in a position to harm another human being, he said. Cronister said both of the children were shot multiple times in the head. When deputies and first responders arrived at the scene, Cronister said Bass claimed the shooting was an accident. He did not provide any further comment after his arrest, according to Cronister. You don't accidentally shoot your children 3 to 4 times in the head, Cronister said. Cronister said the mother of the children was out for dinner Monday night and was making every effort she could to make it home before the children went to bed. He said she returned home and said goodnight to the kids who shared a bunk bed. In addition to the murder charge, Bass has been charged with first-degree attempted murder and aggravated child abuse. These tragic situations have no discrimination for anyone, and focusing on bringing awareness so that the necessary changes can be made is truly significant. I would like to say again, rest in peace to the 5-year-old daughter who passed away, sending condolences, prayers, and healing energy to the son, mother, family, and friends in this tragic situation. If you found this information helpful and would like to continue the movement of spreading awareness, please join the family by clicking the like and subscribe button. Also leave a comment and let me know what you would do best to prevent this situation. New videos on the way each week with more stories and details behind situations that happen every day all around us. Always remember, on your bad days, someone is always going through something worse, and the best medicine of all is time to heal. Thank you everyone for the likes, comment, and support. I'll see you all in the next video.
The girl's dad is charged in that shooting that killed the little girl and critically injured her 8-year-old brother. Tonight, court documents are giving us more insight into exactly what happened.
Our Vanessa Ariza is live at the Hillsborough County Jail tonight, where that father is right now. And Vanessa, we have a little more insight into what that father called an accident.
That's right. Good evening to you both. Disturbing details, I'll tell you, in those court documents. As for their father, Jermaine Bass Jr., he remains here in a cell at the jail with no bond. He was slated to go in front of a judge this morning. However, the public defender waiving his appearance. Now he is set to have the next court appearance and date Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Now, as for those newly released court documents, it's giving us more details about what exactly took place Monday night at Armature Gate Townhomes. That investigation showing us that when deputies arrived, they found the children's mother in hysterics outside in the parking lot. Inside, they found Bass with his 8-year-old son in his arms on the couch. The little boy's head, it was wrapped in a towel. That report saying that little boy was coherent, saying, "My head hurts." Upstairs, they found his 5-year-old sister still in her top bunk bed with a gunshot wound to the middle of her forehead. A total of 5 shell casings were found in the children's bedrooms. Inside the master bedroom, deputies found a gun. It was empty, as was the magazine right next to it. Bass telling deputies that he was attempting to remove the magazine when the gun went off. At the hospital where the children were taken, the mother was interviewed. She told deputies that her husband was familiar with the gun, knew how it functioned. He knew how to clean it as well as disassemble it. Now, earlier today, we were at the courthouse awaiting Bass's first court appearance. While we were there, we saw family members of the children visibly upset, understandably so, and did not wish to speak with the media. Live in Hillsborough County tonight, Vanessa Ariza, ABC Action.